If you're looking to shiny hunt any of these Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, then I've got the location and methods for you. Welcome back to the ZipDex, everybody. Today we're going to go over the following lines: Pawmi, Houndour, Yungoos, and Skwovet. These Pokemon are traditionally going to be best hunted through isolated encounters or outbreaks. First up, Pawmi. Pawmi is an electric type Pokemon that's found in the grass and rock biomes. You can find Pawmi by itself in South Province Area 1, 3, or 5. You'll also find Pawmi in packs with Pawmo around the rest of Paldea. Because of how common Pawmi is, I actually found 2 shiny Pawmi before I was even hunting for it by itself. This also means there are plenty of different ways you can isolate Pawmi, but I'll give you the one that I tried that worked the best. This location may be familiar. It's the same location we hunted Nimble and Lokix in the last episode, and that'll be just south of Kaskarafa near the dark type Team Star base. With an electric type sandwich, you're sure to find a rose gold Pawmi very quickly. As you may have noticed, this location will spawn Pawmi and Pawmo in packs, so you get one Pawmo for every 4 or 5 Pawmi, and this location will work well to shiny hunt Pawmo. Alternatively, you can evolve your shiny Pawmi at level 18 into a shiny Pawmo. Finally, Pawmot is a little bit different. Pawmot does not spawn in the wild at all. The only way for you to obtain one is to evolve a Pawmo. And the way you do this is by walking 1,000 steps with your Pawmo using the Let's Go feature. Now there's basically 2 ways to go about this. One is a quick way that doesn't require too much attention, and the other is a little bit more obvious. The first way is by heading to Cortando and basically throwing out your Pawmo before you jump on top of the Pokemon Center, and the Pawmo will, for some reason, run around in circles. When I tested this, it seemed like it stopped running every now and again, so I had to keep moving to make sure it did its steps. But some people have had great success with this. The other option is just walking for about 2 minutes with your Pawmo down the road. It shouldn't take too long, and at the end, if you level up your Pawmo, it should evolve into Pawmot. Now on to Houndour. Houndour is a dark and fire type Pokemon found in the rock and cave biomes, specifically in the Inlet Grotto and South Province Area 4. Now, if you're looking for just a shiny Houndour, your best bet is to shiny hunt in the Inlet Grotto with either dark or fire type sandwich. This area isn't the most pleasant to shiny hunt in, but there are only 6 different Pokemon that can spawn there, so even without encounter power, you'll probably find a lot of Houndour. And just like Pawmi, Houndour is also going to spawn in packs with Houndoom in other later stages of the game. So let's take a look at Houndoom. Houndoom is also a dark and fire type Pokemon, and it also is found in rock and cave biomes. Specifically, Houndoom only spawns in North Province Area 2. This includes the Bamboo Forest and the area that's sort of cut off by the end of the map. Now, I found my shiny Houndoom in a completely separate way through a Terra raid event, but that's obviously not reliable. Those are about 1 in 4,100 odds. So I decided to find another area to shiny hunt Houndoom later for you guys, and what I found was this one specific cave at the top of a waterfall in North Province Area 2. Now here with a fire type sandwich, you won't perfectly isolate Houndoom. There will also occasionally be some Salandit and Salazzle here, but most other locations in the area will also have Camerupt, Numel, Arcanine, and Growlithe, so this is a little bit of an improvement to that. So for this specific spot, you're going to head to this cave that's at the top of the triple waterfall, and you're going to ride your Mount Pokemon inside to check the spawns there. If you see your shiny, congrats, you found your Houndoom, and if not, all you're going to do is head on out, jump into the air, fly around in a small circle, and come back in. Because of the way the game spawns Pokemon, it shouldn't spawn anything else unless it's inside of the cave. Anything below you is probably too far away to spawn, and nothing really should spawn in the water with your fire type sandwich. The next one we're covering today is Yungoos. Yungoos is a normal type Pokemon found in cave and rock biomes across most of the early game. The easiest location I found to isolate Yungoos is in the Inlet Grotto. Now, apparently with a normal type sandwich, you should find Yungoos and Gumshoos, but I found you mostly just isolate Yungoos, so we'll have a different location for Gumshoos next. During this hunt, I actually found 2 shiny Yungoos in the Inlet Grotto, and the first one I found actually had the rare mark, a 1 in 1,000 mark, the rarest in the game. Like Yungoos, Gumshoos is a normal type Pokemon also found in cave and rock biome. Combined, the 2 of them essentially spawn across the entire map, where Yungoos spawns in the south and Gumshoos spawns in the north, with some overlap of course. Now to get Gumshoos, you can just evolve your Yungoos at level 20 during the day, Or alternatively, you can isolate it just north of Cascarafa in the little cave that's sort of north of the Asado Desert. There are technically some Dunsparce that spawn here as well, but if you run around fast enough, you should get majority pack spawns of Yungoos and Gumshoos. And now onto our last Pokemon line of the episode, Skwovet and Greedent. Skwovet is a normal type Pokemon that's found in forest and olive type biomes, and it unfortunately is not very unique. In both of these biomes, you're going to find other normal type Pokemon, whether it's Lechonk, Starly, or Smoliv. And so for the best way to actually find yourself a shiny Skwovet or Greedent, you're going to want to hunt for an outbreak. Both Skwovet and Greedent are available in the mass outbreak mechanics in Scarlet and Violet. What this means is there's a small chance every day that you will get a certain location that spawns a large number of Skwovet or Greedent. At these locations, there will be 4 different waves of Pokemon, about 25 to 30 Pokemon per wave. And you get a boost to your shiny odds after you've defeated 60 of the Pokemon. You also get a small boost at 30 as well. You can try your luck and check your outbreaks every day, or you can also use the date skipping method to get new outbreaks. For this, all you need to do is leave your game open and change the date on your Switch forward or backwards by 1 day to spawn new outbreaks. A couple people have tested, and it also benefits you to have a normal type encounter sandwich on while you're doing this if you're looking for normal type outbreaks. And the same goes for any type. So in this case, your best bet is to put on a normal type encounter sandwich, then go to one of the spawn habitats for Skwovet or Greedent, and start changing the date until you get one of the 2 outbreaks that you're looking for. I would recommend using a normal type sandwich in the olive fields around Cortando, and date skipping for a Skwovet outbreak. I think that's the easiest way to do this. Once you get an outbreak, head to that location and auto battle 60 of the Skwovet. You can either count to 60, or you can go until the game tells you it looks like there's less Skwovet spawning now, twice. After the second message, you should knock out a couple more just to be safe, but that is roughly around the 60 mark. Then all you want to do is run around in circles and spawn new Skwovet as you wait, and hopefully your red squirrel should be there very soon. If you're looking for Greedent, you might want to try the same thing outside of Medali or in the Tag Tree Thicket. And that's going to be all for today, everybody. Stay tuned for the next episode where the next 9 Pokemon all cannot be isolated. It's going to be a fun one. If you made it this far, make sure to like the video and leave a comment letting me know which of these you already have. Last thing, if you've been using my Google spreadsheet to shiny hunt, I'm going to be updating it soon with all of this info that we're adding in the videos. Thanks guys, have a good one.